offense, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They go right back to it. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. The Terrapins decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and made. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
Well, another catch by the big fella. Hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
He'll try to pop the draw. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Time to take a shot. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it from the red zone. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And what an awesome response from the defense. You give up a huge play the play before, and what do you come back? You come back and you get pressure on the quarterback, and you get him on the ground before he can make another big play.
Corners are going to bail. Back to throw, it's Rourke. Makes the grab down the middle. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Pressure coming. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, to get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll pull it down and run. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back and pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running, so I just put some kind of hit on there. Nope, steps out of bounds.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Breaks the tackle. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
To throw, it's Edwards. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This would be a prodigious kick from 56 yards out and from the left side. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Horton. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
The Hoosiers have moved it inside the 20. Give to the running back.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. Back to pass, it's Rourke. He finds his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Hoosiers getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding, offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, 1st down. From the gun. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense getting set for 1st down. Quick release on the RPO. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. Wide out in motion. On the ground, it's Hemby. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down. And the Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt.
Oh, what a great play by the defense. Listen, that's why he plays defense. Yes, I get it. I get the jokes. Defensive guys can't catch real well. But the offense, they caught a big-time break right there. That could have been disaster on their side of the field. Could have been a big turnover that led to points.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Quarterback on the keeper. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The Terrapins are in the hurry-up. They move the tight end all over. The give on the inside. And he has a solid gain before the defense bobbles him up. They're facing a 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Trying to get to it. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got him, and they convert. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hemby. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
To the air, it's Edwards. It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. And the Terrapins look to keep this drive humming. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Maryland.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is...
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Terrapins! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread, Don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches, so he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Dropping back, it's Rourke. This time he's got his man.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Getting some heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They're setting up the screen. Shakes off the tackler. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the 1st down. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll try to get the first through the air. Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a 1st down. And the Terrapins racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to pass. It's Edwards. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, he just avoided taking a big hit with the slide.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Grabs it in the middle. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. The Terrapins are threatening on 1st and goal. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They want to throw it. Makes the grab. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's...
And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
They're working that left side. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. That is no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Got it in the middle. It's Price. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Hoosiers send out the punt unit. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I'd go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? It's just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Scanning the field, it's Edwards. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. And the Terrapins want to move quickly. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Hemby. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Working that left side now. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's got it down the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Bloomington. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability.
Oh, look out, there he goes! And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. Caught in the backfield, it's Price. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
To the ground with the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Hoosiers are on the move. He'll come out throwing on first down. That's caught. It's Price. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They run the reverse. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Second down coming up. To the air, it's Rourke. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it! Touchdown, Hoosiers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Wants to throw on third down. Gets it out quickly. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Terrapins will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10.
That's a first down for the offense.
Might as well give it to him again. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Out of the gun to give to the back. slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Got room at the 35. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On the ground, it's McDonald. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Running back searching for a hole. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
The Terrapins trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job of handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Yeah, and it's so hard to contain this guy with all those options he has and the experience at the quarterback spot. But nice job by the defense limiting the damage. Didn't give up a huge gain.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the field goal unit is going to give it another try. The old college try. Just keep kicking. Surely one will go in. Never a doubt. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the 3rd. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He's taking the shot. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. He makes a catch, and he's brought down after a nice gain. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
Yeah, and when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
It's complete on the right side. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
At the 39-yard line. First down for the offense. That's the end.
We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give to the tailback. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. And the Terrapins headed quickly to the line.
Second down.
The give is to Williams. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Ball at the 31. Third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man quickly. He'll come through on third down. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Line getting set on second down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. He's got his man. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the fourth quarter. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Gets it out fast. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's no good. He missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Catch in the middle. It's Horton. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. To the air on first down. He's got him in the flat. Fights off a defender. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down. New set of downs after that completion. To the air, it's Rourke. Right down the middle. Tosses it incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
They're trying to get to him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Now facing a third and long from the 50-yard line. They're going to throw it again. The short hands, it's crossed. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, fourth and short.
Oh, he missed it. No good. And here in the fourth quarter, still all tied up, guys. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up second.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Gonna run it. It's Ray. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Throws for the tight end. It's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on first down. He's got his man.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Got his man in the middle. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now, and they may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The run from the shotgun. Brought down after a 5-yard gain down to the 7.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Makes his connection. And the Terrapins will hustle to the line. Trying to power it in. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Maryland! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They'll start this drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. DBs will try to keep everything in front. He's going up top here late in the game. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After picking up this first down on the ground, let's see what they do. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And the defense holds firm. No pickups at all on that play.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Hines is man enough for the first. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.